House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on last year's national champion, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Trojans will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out. So Oregon's offense has the ball first today. And we'll get a forward as a running back. Certainly demands something beyond the normal. He's going to have to put together a stellar season, David.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running backs to get this award. Now, it is a quarterback award, but recent years, Ashton Jeanty, you saw...
Got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, speed, speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barnum, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right now.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Witherspoon.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. The Ducks are threatening in the red zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and goal. Man down on the play as he's looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Autzen Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So USC's offense will try to get something going with their 1st possession. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. They're going to get him, and this offense now has even more work to do. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
Well, you saw this guy in all the highlights after that 4-sack performance his last time out. He's not rested on his laurels. He's hungry for more. Registers his 1st sack of the game.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
The Ducks will hustle to the line. They feed him again. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get the third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Ducks will try to pick it up on fourth down. He is denied. Stopped just short of the goal line. Pushed his way to the one and could go no further, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Dalton. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Dalton.
You gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
Got him downfield. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Doesn't SC always seem to have a quarterback right out of central casting and one that'll pick up a first down for you with his arm?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter the year. It just doesn't matter the number. It continues to churn out. They find those guys. Just such an easy place to recruit. When you got that kind of pedigree, you always find superstars at the quarterback spot.
The Trojans getting set on first and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's second and 13 now. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the right. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Lofts one high and deep. He's got it. And he will score. Trojans.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll run it from the gun. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He now has 79 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They'll leave it with him. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They'll try to bully their way for the first. The Ducks will keep this drive going. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Final play of the quarter coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats. We've played one period. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor with them.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. You could tell he could have given the football to the running back, but he chose to keep it. And it just got strung out down the right side.
He lost one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. He's got an open man. Turning it on. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
This 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
They give it to him again. Makes it past the marker. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The give out of the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Got the back over the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. And that is no good. And the lead remains at 1 after the miss. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Starts the drive trying to go up top. And the quarterback brought up to and sacked at the 12. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Snagged out of the air. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. The Trojans send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. On the run, it's Peppers. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. And the Ducks line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Looking downfield on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Kick is in the air. Looks it in at the 40. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Gonna run it. It's Peppers. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Ducks! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into half.
Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. The Trojans will kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ducks offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And we'll get a quick look at one of the early leaders for the Heisman. Winning the award as a running back certainly demands something beyond the normal. He's going to have to put together a stellar season, David.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running backs to get this award now. It is a quarterback award, but recent years, Ashton Jeanty, you saw him there. But you got to be the catalyst. You got to be the straw that stirs the drink. You got to put up huge numbers. So far, Palmer, he's been a catalyst. He's been great. He's just going to have to keep it going.
And his numbers are pretty good now. I think they have a chance to get even better. When you look at the schedule moving ahead, they're going to have to force feed him the football. He's going to have to play big in those games if they're going to keep winning. So keep an eye on this guy as a Heisman favorite because he's got that kind of ability.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
After 45 on his way. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. And off to Jones. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They're going to run it. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The Ducks want to move quickly. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And after that touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football, and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic, and it's because of these fans.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So USC's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. Speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's caught. Turns it on down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. Got loose. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Now called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The extra point here would tie the game.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Handoff from the gun. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They're trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan, and they're executing beautifully.
Now on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Pulls it in. It's Dalton. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And that's why for the offensive... You've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. It doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. Touchdown, USC. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing that I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Give to the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
And the Ducks will move the sticks with the first down.
Well, going for it and getting it on 4th down, close to midfield, I think just gave this offense a ton of momentum. I'm curious to see what they're going to do here. Maybe take a shot and see if they can really seize and capitalize on all this good mojo now going their way.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Ducks are flying down the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Oregon.
The Ducks will try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on fourth down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the right. Creates a little room. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They go to the ground. There he goes.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Ducks in the hurry up. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Caught over the middle. It's Jones. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Ducks with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
A keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt. Trying to surge it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
Here comes the 2-point try. Snaps it in the shotgun. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds his tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field, the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Trojans will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
The Ducks are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. On the run, it's Peppers.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. He's got it. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. They'll go to the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. And the Ducks get it past the sticks.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the touchdown Ducks? Fit it in the window for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They get it into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll get a chance to work. Hurry up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Stadium this size makes so much noise. You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Bring in the Heat. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that is... Knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Corrals it at the 45. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He has the first and still on his feet. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And that kind of toughness is something you can't coach in quarterbacks. You either have it or you don't. Being able to deliver strikes like that for touchdowns when you know you are going to get absolutely popped, man, it is hard to find QBs like that. This offense has one.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
And back to the air on second down. Makes the catch. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Dalton. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Catches it cleanly at the 20. Turns like that, or why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Oh, he's got some space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got his man across the middle. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wants to fire on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Between the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Yep. Just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse. Nick, Tom, have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football offense. Very lucky to get that football back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And as he throws, he's got it. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
To the air on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Dalton. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting. But you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. Motion from the back. They'll try the run. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. No fair catches here, looking for room. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. And off to Jones. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's sacked. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the back. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver
converts on 4th down. Still going. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. Here comes the heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
When I get inside the 3 on 1st and goal, I want to be aggressive with the run. I want to be physical. I want to be the more dominant team. You might know it's coming, but I'm still going to bring it. They tried to go with the changeup. They tried to throw the football very unsuccessfully. Nice job by the defense being ready for everything, even though they're inside the 3-yard.
Touchdown, Ducks! And the stomping has commenced. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And they almost came up with that pick in the end zone. What a stop that would have been. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. They finally get to him, but what a play. Pick up the first down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts
Turning it on. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Run the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
no mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. They'll give it to the back. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back gets to give. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third down, going up top. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
And he'll bring it back. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll start this drive with a pass. On target to the left. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First and 10 coming up. From the gun. Give on the inside. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. He'll pull it on the read. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Snap from the gun on third down. Fires it incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard to see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough hands it up.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's second and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays.
Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. The pull and throw off the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. He caught it. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point.
That makes the score Oregon 45, USC 21.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
Man, that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. And the Hawkeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Oregon Ducks offense takes the field for the first time today. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the ground with the back. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to hauls it in the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And I love the location of that throw. 4th down on the slant. He puts it out in front of his target so that when he catches it, he can advance and get north to pick up more yards.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Ducks are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Witherspoon. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. And the Ducks pick up the first down. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts at the ground.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the back. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. Using the quick game. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get...
Intercepted in the...
Defense coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you're talking about coming out ready, hairs on fire, ready to play. You can tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll send the back in motion. Moore to the air. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. And they'll set up with a free kick from their own 20. Got room to work. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Ducks are in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. That last run leaves them with a 3rd down. Will they keep it on the ground? Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here's the handoff. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways. Breaks into the open. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. 1st and goal for the offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a...
Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for space. It's Moon. Nice move to pick up yardage. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The inside handoff. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Here on 3rd down. Moore will throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. It's the end of the 1st quarter, and now time for one of the great traditions in college football, when the entire crowd here in Iowa City will turn and give a wave to the children at the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Everyone engage, and we wave and salute those kids and wish them all the best. always a treat to be here at Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He leaves it with his back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Kennick is having a connection fit to try to help the knee on 3rd down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. There he goes. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon State has the lead right now, but this Reser Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 4 over UCLA. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Moore to the air. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. To the air on 2nd down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Makes the catch right at the 50. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, the running back has it. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And you got to love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. Does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Moore will throw. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Fields the punt, wants to make a play. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Ducks want to move quickly. Hand off from the shotgun. Got enough for the first down. He's piled up 112 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. They'll run it from the gun. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Takes a handoff. It's Peppers. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Moore to the air. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. He lobs one high down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Turning it on. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. The give on the inside. Got the first down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, it's Peppers. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Leaves it with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the ground, it's Peppers. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. The give to the back. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Iowa City has given us a fun first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Moore will throw. Under fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Second down, he'll throw it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Looking for a gap. It's Peppers. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really
headed to the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the move from inside his 5. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. onside give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counter, Coach? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. He'll run it again. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's got it. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
The head quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Good, right down the boulevard. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That's the way to get it out of your own end. Takes it all the way up to the 25 before going out of bounds. On the move, it's Moon. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Moore to the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. From the gun, the ground game. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. It's complete. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football. You should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Let's go! Out of the gun, they give to the back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. And to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Ducks look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, running back on the move. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Moore will throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Moving past the 25. There he goes. They just barely saved themselves from giving up a score on the final play of the 3rd period, and will carry that one into the 4th. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. On the ground, it's sacked. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Ducks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. To the air, it's Dahl. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Ducks will punt this one away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And the Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Ball's in the deep ball. Sprinting away. Touchdown, Iowa! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. And the Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Scanning the field, it's Dahl. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Ducks headed quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Yeah, and I love running my tight ends across the formation. Just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive game for my offense.
They're dealing with a second and long. They just keep firing. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Bringing the heat. Grabbed over the middle. It's Peppers. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Trying to keep the drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Dahl. Finds his big tight end. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. He did not make it, a stone wall on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Here's a throw downfield late. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Moore to the air. Fires to the big fella. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Pocket breaking down. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught close to... It's Tucker. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Tucker. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Throws to the tight end. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.